And I'm proud to represent a community where small business is at the heart of our community. It is at the heart of everything that we do in Casey. It supports our sporting clubs, our volunteer groups, our community groups, and we're here to be the voice of our small businesses. And I want to read a letter from Candice, who is a small business owner in my community. She directed this to the Prime Minister, and it's so important that her words are heard today, and her words represent so many small businesses across the country. Dear Prime Minister, I am writing not as an economist or politician, but as a fourth-generation small business owner who is becoming increasingly concerned about the future of Australian family businesses. For generations, our jewellery business has proudly served our community, employed local people and contributed to the Australian economy. Today, however, we are struggling under the weight of rising costs, increasing wages, soaring utility bills, insurance premiums, rent and countless other expenses that continue to grow while consumer spending slows. Small business owners are resilient people, but many of us are reaching breaking point. We hear a lot about cost of living pressures on households, but where is the support for the people who provide jobs and keep our local community alive? Where is the assistance for small businesses trying to survive? Where is the recognition that behind every small business are families carrying enormous burdens and responsibilities? And where is the support for the mental health of business owners who lie awake at night wondering how they will pay suppliers, cover wages and provide security, not only for their own families, but for the families of their employees as well? Small business owners don't clock off. We carry the responsibility every day. We celebrate our staff's successes, worry about their livelihoods, and often put ourselves last to ensure everyone else gets paid. Yet many of us feel forgotten. We are not asking for handouts, we are asking for understanding, practical assistance and policies that recognise the essential role small businesses play in Australia's economy and communities. Australian small businesses are hurting. Many are on their knees. Rising living costs, increased operating expenses and mounting pressures are pushing long-standing family businesses to the brink. If fourth-generation businesses that have survived wars, recessions and countless challenges are now questioning whether they can continue, surely something is wrong. Please don't let small businesses become an afterthought. We need genuine support, meaningful conversations and a government that understands that when small business suffer, entire communities suffer with them. Australia was built on hard work, aspiration and family enterprise. We simply ask that those values are not forgotten. Yours sincerely, Candice. Candice, it was a privilege and an honour to read your words into the Hansard so all Australians could hear your story, and you said it perfectly. I couldn't have said it better myself. And the Coalition, we see you, we hear you, we support small business. We know that strong small businesses means families are strong, communities are strong, and our country is strong. And that's why, as a Coalition, we want to support small business, not just with words, but with policies and actions. And we want to allow any business with a turnover of less than $10 million to immediately deduct assets of up to $50,000 on a permanent basis, supporting businesses to invest. And this is going to help tradies to buy tools, farmers to buy equipment, cafes upgrade kitchens, and small businesses like Candice's to invest with confidence. And we're going to rewrite and simplify the legislative rulebook, including the Corporations Act, the Tax Act, the Competition Act, the National Construction Code and the Environmental Protection and Biodiversity Conservation Act. So important, because you shouldn't have to need a lawyer to run a small business and understand legislation. And a coalition government will impose new responsibilities on regulators by law. We will require regulators to act in a way that encourages competition, nurtures investment, increases productivity, boosts wages and grows the economy. And we will axe Labor's toxic taxes, a tax on ambition and a tax on every small business in my community of Casey and across the country. And we will consult on a Small Business Act. And we are proposing at least 4 key pillars. Firstly, a single definition, that all Commonwealth law will refer to one definition of a small business to provide simplicity for business owners so they can understand straight away whether they will be impacted by legislative changes. A right to be paid. Cash is king. Cash flow is the lifeblood of a business. It's not the profit and loss sheet that kills a business, it's the cash balance, and cash is king. And we will have a legal maximum payment term to small business from government and big business to make sure that you get paid and you get paid as soon as possible. And a right to be heard. As appropriate, each new law should require a small business regulatory impact statement, and there should be pathways for feedback so small business voices can be heard, from the RBA, ASIC, the ATO and Fair Work. And a right to bid. A right to bid. So new and expanded minimum requirements for government procurement that must come from small business. That must come from small business. And this is the choice. This bill in many ways sums up the difference between the coalition, the Liberal Party and the Labor Party and the government. We want to back small business. We want to give you the opportunity to benefit from government contracts. We want to make less red tape for you. We want to get out of your way and allow you to thrive. But what does this government choose to do? This government chooses to write legislation to back the CFMEU and the unions. And the scary part is it's about to get worse. Andrew McKellar, the Chief Executive of the Australian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, wrote yesterday in The Australian about the 2018 CFMEU manifesto titled Goodbye Neoliberalism. It had 18 sweeping recommendations for reshaping Australia's economy. Now, the scary part about this CFMEU wish list of goodbye neoliberalism is that at least half of that agenda has been implemented by the Albanese Labor government. The same Labor government that is happy to back the CFMEU and Jacinta Allen in Victoria and not even want to look into the $15 billion of taxpayer money that was rorted by the CFMEU, refuses to look into where that money went. So the scary part for Australians is they're halfway through, they're 9 down, there's 9 to go. But that report was scrubbed off the CFMEU website conveniently for them. The coalition will always back Australians, will always back small businesses, just like they deserve.
The question is that the amendment be
authorised by Aaron Violi, Liberal Party, Lilydale.